I'm here because y'all got to get this done, man. We've got 16 days. 16 days to show America what we are and what we will be. Because lest we forget, it was only a little while ago that we were wondering if we were going to have a country left. We had this election back in November. Some folks don't think it's over yet. We know it is. We know that in 2020, Virginia stood up and said proudly, we are a state that looks to the future, that recognizes our past, but we're not going to bring our past mistakes with us. In 2019, you all took the step of expanding access to the right to vote, so let's make sure in 2021 you use it. As the governor pointed out, I'm a daughter of the South. I grew up in Mississippi, came of age in Georgia. I love the South. I was technically born in the North, and I love my home state of Wisconsin, but I'm very happy to be in the South. But the South has always come with complications. We're a place of beauty and of extraordinary capacity, but we also come with terrible history. And our constant battle is to remember what we've been, but to fight for who we can be. In Virginia, you have always been the leader in helping us understand. What you have done in the last 4 years, what you have done in the last 8 years, what you have done for so long is show us what's possible. And at a moment where people are a bit concerned about where we are, you've got to be the state to show us where we're going. You see, it's not just what you can do, it's in your name. You're a commonwealth. And you believe that everyone should have access to the wealth of our nation, that everyone should have access to the social justice in our nation, that everyone should have access to the opportunity of our nation, that our common bonds are stronger than any division they might try to sow among us. You are a state that when you saw hundreds of thousands of felons being told that they had served their debt, but they were never going to be free of it, it was this governor who signed their justice back into reality and gave them access to the right to vote. When state after state in the South refused to expand Medicaid because they were afraid that if you gave poor people access to health care, they might just survive, it was Virginia that helped to lead the charge. Virginia that expanded Medicaid, building on the work that was done by Governor McAuliffe. You all have great jobs and great opportunities, but you also face a grave threat. You see, I'm here to tell you that just because you win doesn't mean you're won. We've got folks who are ready to take back what they think is theirs, but they are not entitled to our progress. They are not entitled to our justice. They are not entitled to our votes. But either we use them or we lose them. I come from a state where I was not entitled to become the governor. But as an American citizen and a citizen of Georgia, I'm going to fight for every person who has the right to vote to be able to cast that vote. And here in Virginia, you need to cast that vote for Terry McAuliffe. You need to cast that vote for Hala Ayala. You need to cast that vote for Mark Herring. And while you're at it, go all the way down the ballot. Don't stop till you reach the bottom. And then double check your work. Because we know, blow VU all the way through. Because we know what is possible. You all stood up to those who said that gun safety could not be done in the South, and you got it done. And now you have the chance to do something about a minimum wage that is below the minimum of what we need to live. You have the opportunity to show America that you can do good and do well at the exact same time. That is what's at stake. Now, I'm the daughter of not one but two pastors. And I'm from the South where we are taught to say that if you can't say something nice about someone, keep it to yourself. But I'm not at home right now. I'm very fond of Maya Angelou, and she had she told us, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. Well, there's some guy on the ballot who has shown you that he will cut jobs, that he will steal votes, that he does not believe in the integrity of elections or integrity at all, it seems. Someone someone who would allow the insurrection to be used as a rallying cry for his election. That is not what you need here in Virginia. But on the other hand, you've got a man on the ballot who has shown you that he will stand up for justice, for people, for women's rights, for human rights. That he will be on the side of justice every time. Terry McAuliffe has shown us who he is, so let's make sure we believe him. Let's make sure we believe him. So I've got 3 jobs for you, Virginia. You got 16 days. So first of all, I need you to show up. Say show up. You have got to, I saw some of you whose hands hadn't gone up yet. You need to go and vote. And you need to vote early, and here's why. Not only does it stop Terry from texting you, but people learn from what they see. And every time there's a report about the numbers going up, about the early votes going in, people learn that they have the right to cast their ballots early. They learn that they have the right to have their voices heard. You've got to show up so we can show them that their vote matters, that their vote counts. You're here because you get it. So let's go and do it. Show up. Say it. Say show up. Number 2, you got to show out. Say show out. You've got to bring people with you. Once you've gotten your votes in, I need you to find 5 people. Folks that you're friends with, your family, people you owe money to, people who owe you money. But you've got to find 5 people, and you've got to get them to vote. And I don't want you to yell at them. I don't want you to harangue them. I want you to ask them, what worries you? What help do you need? And then explain to them that it is voting that makes that possible. That in a democracy, when we put our common good together in our commonwealth, we are bound together. And that despite some disappointments, voting isn't magic. Voting is medicine. It is how we treat the ills in our society. It is how we start to address the challenges we face. But we've got to take the time to have those conversations. You've got 16 days to administer this medicine, to give the dosage right. I need you to find 5 folks and inoculate them against despair. Find 5 folks and make sure you push aside their apathy. Find 5 folks and get them to the polls. Because if we show out, say show out. If you can get 5 people to the polls, that's 5 more people and 5 more people. And that is the margin of victory in this election. So we got to show out. Say show out. So we're going to first do what? Say show up. And then we're going to what? And the next thing we're going to do is show America. Say show America. I'm here from Georgia. We don't have an election this year for the governor. But I know what happens here matters across this country. You see, when you decide who's going to lead you, people decide whether they're going to follow. And here in Virginia, you have the chance to set the stage. Do we go in the direction of the future, or do we regress to a past that is dark and bitter and mean and does not believe in all of us? Do we stand with people who want us to have more, or do we go with people who believe we deserve less? We have to show America who we are, and it starts here in Virginia. It starts here in Fairfax. It starts here in this election. And if we show America what Virginia can do, we can show America what we can become. We need you to show America that Virginia hasn't taken its foot off the gas, that Virginia isn't walking backwards, that it is looking forward, that progress is at hand. I need you to show up. Say it, show up. I need you to show out. And I need you to show America. Show America that we will elect Terry McAuliffe and Hale Ayala, that we're going to elect absolutely Mark Harrington, that we're going to go up and down the ballot, and we're going to show America that when you vote blue, you vote true. And in 16 days, Virginia, with your help, doing the work I know you can do, standing tall and standing firm, fighting for the values we hold to be true, I know we will be celebrating. And today and tomorrow and into the future, we will know that Virginia did the work. So come on, Virginia, let's get it done.